fame. His bank account is as rich as his name. That's Rich, Richie Rich.
The Richie Rich Show.
Hey, what's up, YouTube? What's going on, everybody? What's going on, trucker world? It's your boy, Richie Rich, back on the ones and twos. Let's talk some life shit. Your boy's down, man. I don't know how I feel. These last 2 years have been really, really shit. It just have, but as you see, I'm in the hotel room, right? So that tells you, Richie must be doing something, doing trucking. I am. What's going on is, I thought I had gonna have a big surprise today. I thought I was gonna be able to tell all you guys and everybody about my new job. Just here. I thought I was gonna be able to tell everybody about my new job. I was supposed to be a Walmart driver. That's right. I was doing onboarding with Walmart. My personal opinion, right? It shouldn't be called onboarding. It's a little misleading. It should be called tryouts. And that's exactly what it is. It's trying out to see if you can be a Walmart driver. Unfortunately, I can't. And I know you guys are probably like, Rich, you have 11 years experience. You have a clean CDL. Why are you not a Walmart driver? Well, I didn't pass their test. Walmart onboarding, I don't even know where to start. I'll start by saying this. I did onboarding in Lawrence, South Carolina. And I've been to a few trucking companies. And I have to honestly say that Walmart was the least inviting one, I can say. And I think there's a reason for that. There's some sort of Walmart ego out here. They're deemed the best trucking company in the United States, the most safest trucking company in the United States. And there's some arrogance and finesse with that. And because of that, they treat prospective drivers almost like non-welcoming individuals, like you're trespassing. If you thought people drank a lot of Kool-Aid with these mega carriers, that they were always a cheerleader, you have not seen nothing yet. These Walmart guys drink, bleed, sleep, eat, live for Walmart, okay? And I can't blame them. Walmart's a $500 billion company. They have a lot of money, and guys do make good money here. Let me tell you my experience about Lawrence, South Carolina, because I know this video is going to get out to some drivers that are trying to come to Walmart and some drivers who are coming to Walmart, Lawrence, South Carolina. And you hear stories about guys who have 11, 15, 20, 30 years driving experience getting rejected by Walmart. And onboarding is not orientation. It's a tryout. See, most guys who have more than, let's say, a year experience, when you usually go to a company, sometimes, very rarely, do you even have to drive the truck to show that you can operate the truck. They go strictly on your record. They want to see, they look at your DAC, and you look at your PSP report and your MVR report to see if you had any accidents or incidents in the last 3, 5, 10 years, okay? And when you get to orientation, the most you guys probably do is sit down and talk about the company, go over paperwork, and then turn around. But you might do a backing test, you might do a road trip, and that's it. As long as you don't do nothing too crazy, you're hired. But with Walmart, it is not that, okay? It is something like buds in Navy SEALs. And I swear to you, I'm not lying. Now, it can be done, just like buds. It can be done. But you have to do it the Walmart way. And my opinion to Walmart, right, is maybe don't look for senior drivers. Maybe start hiring. Hey, I'm sorry I was interrupted. But let me continue. My advice to Walmart, right, if they were to listen to me, because I think that whoever sits up in their corporate office in Arkansas, whatever vice president of operations or whatever, I'm almost willing to bet dollars they weren't a truck driver. But my experience to Walmart, if you're going to be extremely selective, right, and extremely critical on veteran truck drivers, you should just hire people who are fresh in the industry. You shouldn't set a requirement to have 3 years of safe driving, 3 years of accidents free, 3 years experience. You should start the bar a lot lower, because I think somebody who is fresh out of, or even fresh off the street can probably deal with that concept of what you require people to do and how you want them to drive. I don't understand how you want to change a person who's been driving for 10, 20, 30 years. And there's a lot of guys out here who've been driving for 30 years and have clean records and safe driving and 5 million miles. Don't try to force your policies and the way you want people to drive on that guy, okay? Do that to the new guy off the street who doesn't have a CDL and comes to you to get a CDL and work for your organization. That'll be my advice, because what you require for drivers to drive for your company, it's almost like you don't want nobody to work for you, okay? And that was evident of what I saw for these last 4 days. So anyway, let me talk about onboarding. I'm in Lawrence, South Carolina, and the onboarding process is you get here on a Monday. No, I'm sorry, you get here on a Sunday. You check into the hotel. Now listen, Walmart has money. They do. They're not your average run-of-the-mill company. Okay? Like I said, they're worth $500 billion in market cap. So that means they can afford the best. And they put us in a really, really nice hotel, single room. Beautiful, brand new hotel in Lawrence, South Carolina. It's about 20 miles from the facility. So you need to have your own transportation to and from the facility. So it's best to either rent a car or have your own vehicle, okay? Number two, on Monday, you get in there and you're introduced to the team. Now, there's 3 safety guys there, and the rest are truck drivers who are pulled in from different various facilities to do grading and checking. And I'll be honest with you, that's probably where the problem lies. I ain't gonna lie, because those drivers were so critical and so over the top that you're graduating half the class. In my class, there was probably 15 people. I think they sent a good 6 to 7 of us home. And most of those people they sent home are experienced drivers. Doesn't make sense, with clean records and clean licenses. And most of us drivers deliver product for Walmart, either through working through a mega carrier or as an owner operator. So we know your facilities. And I'm gonna touch on that too, a little bit. But anyway, you're given 3 exercises to do: backing, pre-trip, and road tests. There were guys who failed the road test before they even left the facility. That tells you how strict they are, okay? There was guys who, they couldn't back the trailer into where they wanted to because how narrow it is. Listen, we all have done tight backing. I used to drive in New York City all the time. Brooklyn, Bronx, Canada, blindside backing in Canada. And the way they set up that backing maneuver wasn't real. Just wasn't. It was not real. It's not real. In my 11 years, I've never did that, okay? In 11 years. Now, can it be done? Yes. But the problem is you're only given a allotted time to get these exercises done. And if you don't do it within a lot of time, now I know you guys who are my subscribers like, Richie Rich, you can't back a trailer? No, that's not what I'm saying. What Walmart does is try to make you do the impossible sometimes. The pre-trip is a pre-trip, even as an ex-police, right, who's written tickets on truck drivers, never have done, okay? When you do your pre-trip inspection in CDL school, most CDL schools want you to name some parts. If you don't know the name of the part, they want you to grab it and say it's not broken, bent, or frayed, you know? And Walmart wants you to use their verbiage. And they want you to touch every single part of the engine component and name every single part of the engine component. I'm talking from brake chambers to brake calipers to rotors to inner walls to castle nuts to cotter pins to drag links. Now, I'm saying some things, and some of you drivers are like, what the fuck is that probably? Okay, pop your hood open and take a look. You know, pitman arms, stair columns, U-bolts. They want you to count each bolt. Listen, Walmart. Okay, I'm not even done. Then they want you to do a full inspection pre-trip on the trailer, the side and tandem pins. I mean, this shit is beyond what's necessary. You have 30 minutes to do all that. But now, I know some of you guys are going to say, well, Rich, I can do that. And I do that. Okay. They want you to do it the Walmart way. Okay. They don't want you to do it your way or how you know to do it. You know? And that's the problem. Trying to adjust to the Walmart way is something that's for a new guy, not for somebody who's been many, many years in this business. So, you know, yeah, I was told today that I wasn't selected. And I'm a little pissed, you know, because Walmart wants you to get underneath the truck. So my knees are killing me. They want you to climb all through the back of the trailer. I mean, back of the tandems, you know, get down in between the, you know, the back of the tractor, you know. Listen, their pre-trip inspection is something DOT would do. Do you understand? It's not the regular stuff that you do to pass your CDL. This week was supposed to be a stress-free, inviting time. You had guys snapping out in class. You had guys very, very upset. Like I said, it's very common from what I read online, and I should have read this before I even accepted the invitation, that Walmart, when they bring in 30 people for orientation, maybe only 11 make it. 11. And out of that 11, you have multiple repeaters who've been through the orientation more than once. I had a guy who'd been through 3 times. Is it worth it? No, Walmart, it's not. Well, it depends, you know. When the reasons I wanted to go to work for Walmart, right, were a few, and I'll tell you. It's rumored that drivers at Walmart make $450 to $576 a day as a company driver. It's rumored too that, you know, and Walmart confirmed this, their 401k and stock purchasing plan are exceptional. The stock purchasing plan is at a discount, plus they add 15% of whatever you contribute. So if you contribute $100 a week, $15 is going, you know, extra. You know, and the reason I wanted to work for them was their tuition assistance. They give 100%, and they have an agreement with the University of Florida. And I don't know if you guys remember me telling you a couple of weeks ago that I'm thinking about either getting a law degree or something else, just something to get out of trucking. Because I'm not gonna lie, you know, these last 2 years, right? Trucking has left such a bad taste in my mouth. It really has, you know. You know, from stuff I experienced and things like, you know, the revenue and the chasing, you know, loads and the dispatchers and fleet managers and just the general, dealing with general truckers out in the world. You know, Walmart has a deal where you work 5 and 2 or 6 and 3. So you get to go home every week, plus make that kind of money. So listen, I understand why guys jump the Walmart rope. I understand. You know, I have to think about it if I'm going to do it again, because I was told to reapply in 2 months. But the pressure and stress was like, that wasn't no regular, that was nothing I experienced before. And I don't know how you guys, you know, who want to go to Walmart, you know, are going to feel. Now, I'm going to tell you this. If you do want to go to Walmart, good for you. Do not quit your regular job. We had a guy kind of break down tonight after he wasn't selected because he drove up from Florida to come up here. And he lost his apartment. He gave it away. And he was just going to live on the truck and in hotel rooms until he got himself together, which a lot of truck drivers do. A lot of truck drivers do that. That's the thing that's great about trucking. If you're in a hard pinch, you know what I mean, you can kind of live in your truck and work and figure it out. So now he didn't get selected. And the reason he didn't get selected, because that road test they do in Lawrence, South Carolina, listen, it's not hard. But it's strictly graded. If you go too slow, say you go 4 miles below or 5 miles below the speed limit, you're automatically fail. Not a warning or not like, hey, speed up, though, you fail. Or say you don't take a turn wide enough or tight enough or whatever. I mean, the drivers look like they get off on failing people. You know, any company I ever went to and I did a road test or any kind of pre-trip inspection, if I missed something, you know, the driver would be like, hey, you missed that. Oh, okay, yeah, you're right. You know, they were trying to help you become a better driver, help you become a better student. Even when I was an instructor, you know, hey, listen, bro, that turn back there, you can make it a little wider. Let's try it again, you know? But Walmart, no, not at all. And that's why it's very misleading to say onboarding. It shouldn't be say onboarding. It should say tryout. You know, and if you make the team, you're on. If you don't, you don't. So a lot of guys are upset. A lot of people drove far away. We had one guy from California. Well, he was going to California. He got hired in Apple Valley, California. And he had to do his onboarding here in Lawrence, South Carolina. And I don't think he even made it because, you know. And then we had one guy get snatched out of class on the second day, which I thought was a little excessive. And I'm going to say why. I don't want to say the instructor's name or describe him because he might watch this YouTube channel and I might reapply again. I don't know. But he was a little aggressive, which shocked me. You know, like I said, Walmart wasn't inviting. They weren't inviting to me. And him and this guy bumped heads. And all he had to do really is be like, listen, bro, I know that you're nervous. Relax. You're going to get it. You know, be encouraging. No, what he did is he took it up levels. And he wanted to show his dominance and his superiority. Like, hey, I'm a Walmart driver. You don't talk to me like that. And he walked him out the door. They were just having a disagreement. The guy really wanted the job. So this brings me to my last conclusion here. And this one should be very concerning. This came out the HR and the training staff's mouths when I sat there. What is Walmart known for? Not for the stores. You know, not for the multiple locations, not for that. They're known for eminent domain, takeover. Walmart is known for taking over. That's how they became a $500 billion business, okay? By knocking mom and pops out the block. When Walmart came into town, mom and pop stores closed, right? You guys are old enough to remember that, who were probably born in the 80s or 70s, okay? When a Walmart showed up in town, the local grocery store, the local, clothing store, local tool store, even the local gun store closed down because they couldn't compete with Walmart. The reason I'm saying this to you, because Walmart's ultimate plan is to take over the whole trucking industry, okay? And you guys are like, Rich, there's no way they can do that. Well, yes, they can, okay? If you drive a reefer van, dry van, if you drive for any mega carrier, who do you service? Walmart. You either service Walmart, TJ Maxx, a couple other small retailers, but Walmart is on that list somewhere. Okay, and they're planning to take over, and this has come out the mouth of people in HR. They're like, yes, the reason we're hiring is because we plan to take over. Okay, so Swift, Stevens, Prime, CR England, Western Express. Anytime you go into a Walmart facility, whatever trailer you see there that don't belong to Walmart, they're looking to kick those people out. So what I'm saying is, eventually, if you're in trucking for another 10 years, we'll all be working for Walmart in some capacity. Even going out to the meat patches in California. And going out to the beef patches in Kansas and Nebraska, going out to the orchards out in California. I'm telling you, Walmart's plan is to do the same thing they did with the stores in local cities. Take over. And you know how they took over? They offered cheaper products at a cheaper price that mom and pops couldn't compete. Now with trucking, they're offering higher pay and higher incentives that other trucking companies cannot compete with. Okay, Walmart is going to be the biggest trucking company in the United States someday. 10, 20 years from now, probably. And I know you guys are like, oh, well, that's 20 years from now. Well, I'm going to tell you, there's guys who've been driving truck 30 years sitting in class. Okay? You who are watching this video might be one of the guys who 30 years later still driving a truck. And what are you going to do when you can't get loads, okay? You can't get work because Walmart has all the freight, okay? Now, I know you guys are like, well, they're always going to need owner ops and outside characters. No, they do not. They didn't need Joe's Crab Shack down the street or Jeannie's thrift store or whatever. They didn't need them. They closed them out. Put all them out of town. Walmart was so dominant that when they came to town and took all the jobs and all the income, some towns actually turned to ghost towns. People had to move away. You think I'm joking? Take a look. Parts of Columbus, Indiana, even South Carolina. Walmart is eminent domain. That's their game. So anyway, let me get done. You know, I didn't make the cut. Me and a whole bunch of senior drivers, you should hear them down the lobby. They're all pissed. Me, it just put more bad taste in my mouth, this industry. That's all it did. These last 2 years suck, bro. Yeah. So what's next? Well, we'll see. We'll see what's next. But that Lawrence, South Carolina, anybody's going down there for orientation, I'll give you some advice. Do not be friendly or talk to anybody. Okay? Be straight in business 24/7. Don't even be friendly. Not even to the staff. Okay? They're not cool. They're not cool. They're not trying to help guys get hired. When I was leaving and they were giving me my little exit interview, I guess, they're like, we need truckers. You're a good driver. You're a good trucker. Well, why aren't you hiring me? What's the psychological effects of that? It's almost like that's extreme narcissism, abuse. That's what domestic relations people go through, you know, domestic violence. I love you, but I had to whoop you. You know, it is. So, you know, they told me to reapply. And honestly, God, I don't know. I don't know. Do I think I can do it again on the second time? Probably. Do I want to? Go through what I just went through. And you guys are like, Rich, it couldn't be that bad. Listen, it was very stressful. I mean, for everybody, just because their attitudes, you know, and the way they acted. Like I said, it wasn't inviting. It was not. It wasn't like, hey, we're glad that you're here. You know, thank you for choosing Walmart to continue your career. Let's see if we can, you know, try to make it work. It was nothing like that. It was like, dance, and you better dance right and prove yourself. You're not proving yourself right. So I don't know, bros. Anyway, on to the next adventure. I'm checking out this room tomorrow morning, and I'm going about my business, you know, and think about what I want to do. I don't know. Like I said, trucking has really given me a bad taste in my mouth, man. It's making me regret a lot of stuff, you know. I wish I would have stayed in the military. You know, there's people my age right now retiring. Literally my age retiring from the military. Man, maybe I should have tried to stay in the police force. There's guys my age now retiring from the police department. And I'm out here trying to dance. They literally make you dance in that thing. And that's what really, oh God, that really sucked. They have this Walmart cheer. Anybody who ever worked for Walmart or Target or Amazon, see them doing that, clapping, A, Z. Walmart has the same exact shit. And it's demoralizing. It is. No, I don't. Make me do that when I'm hired. Don't make me do that like I'm trying to. Bros, there's people who drink, sleep, eat, shit, crap. I mean, Walmart. You can't, I mean, if you thought the Kool-Aid sippers were bad at fucking other mega carriers, they don't got shit on Walmart, okay? They don't have sugar honey iced tea on Walmart. So anyway, one down the drain. One down the drain. Peace and love to the next video, fellas and ladies. Peace. This is the hotel. It's really nice. Not bad.